Hi, I'm Steve, and welcome to my Veterans Homestead. If you've been following the last couple of weeks, you'll know that I was able to completely take down all the trees on the property by hand with no help whatsoever, definitely not a skid steer, and make sure that I had a space to build. Well, I've been starting to collect a whole bunch of equipment since I've been out here, like a hand drill, and I need a place to store them. Now, I do have my storage shed that's right here. It's working great, but eventually I'm going to need someplace bigger. So I'm moving everything outside. Today I'm going to be mounting an 1800s post vise and putting an anvil up just in case I have to do any metalwork along the way. Now, if you've been following along with this disaster, you'll know that last week I found a tool in the woods. His name is Orville Reichenbacher, and he is my new woodland friend. What I'm going to do is, since this is only a temporary setup, I'm going to rake out the area where I'm going to be mounting the vise, just so that way I'm not standing in leaves and ticks while I'm straightening metal or anything else that's a little bent. While I was putting up or getting my place ready to put this vise in, I dug up this stone. Now there's a million of them on the property, and I'll probably make a fire pit out of it, but it's really pretty. If anybody knows what type of stone it is, let me know. I might get into lapidary while I'm out here. You guys are looking at the best part of me right now. But since this is only a temporary job, and I'm going to be mounting this is actually my travel vase when I'm going to Ren fairs and doing other nerdy stuff like that. Basically my life. I am just going to mount it with some timber screws right into the subframe of the storage deck, so that way it doesn't go anywhere. Speaking of nerdy stuff, if all plans go the way they should, hopefully, and I have all my military move stuff down here, and the house is done by this fall, I will be your friendly neighborhood blacksmith at the Arkansas Ren Festival. We'll see how it goes. If not this year, definitely next. And then, who knows, I'll make all the bad jokes. Now, I'm 15 minutes down a dirt road that you got to go through 2 creeks just to get here. I see the mailman or mail lady once every 3 days. I'm not worried about this stuff walking off. Frankly, this is a 75-pound anvil, and if you're able to make it 300 yards onto the property, steal it, and then get away with it without me or the dogs noticing you, I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed. But once again, temporary setup. So all I'm doing, instead of using my normal chains, I'm going to cut some electrical tape, or excuse me, some plumber's tape, and just put it down here. I'm not worried about it getting knocked off. I'm just worried about it sliding a little bit when and if I have to hit it. So this will hold it in place for what it needs to do. When it's permanently mounted, it'll be put on a chain onto a stump. And that's when I start Steve Pye's Blacksmith Academy. But that's in the way future. And now, the finished job. America. Guys, I got a new piece of equipment for the homestead, and you'll never guess what it is. It's a tractor! Now, this right here is your top of the line Bolin 1973 yard tractor. Not only do we have a plow and a sweet aftermarket exhaust, we got the extended range gas tank. Oh yeah, look at that. And you may say, wait, I don't have to. But I'm gonna be towing this thing, going all the way around this property like it's going out of style. Oh yeah, you're worried about the wind coming back on this speed latch? No need, no latch. I also got a wood chipper, and I'm doing great. All right, gonna try some big logs. Now, I don't know what's worse with any veteran, whether you served a year, 2 years, or 20 years, 6 days, like myself. Putting on headphones, the quiet that comes from them, I don't know if that's worse than the tinnitus that just stays there and constantly blocks out the sound. So I guess it's the lesser of two evils and prevent getting more deaf over time. Because right now, I'm 100% deaf in this ear. What? Well, you've now seen the arsenal at my disposal. Tractor, shredder, chipper, weed eater, leaf blower, chainsaws. They're all awesome, but I have very little space to store them. So I think what I'm going to do is take some of the trees that I felled and then build some sort of rudimentary wood shelter slash storage shelter for them. I have no idea how well it's gonna work. Never made one before, but hey, full send, right? All right, I know this is really loud, but sweet baby Jesus, this is quite possibly one of the most difficult things I've ever done. Trying to get everything over these damn rocks. Whew. So we just had our first wildlife incident over here on the property. And it wasn't even from a deer or a wolf or a bear or anything like that. It was neighbor's dog. They have a big white Akita hound something. I don't know. Just decided to wander up on the property, start fucking with my dogs. It's a good thing they were all tied up and leashed, and I was able to grab Moxie quick because he came straight at him. I had to put a round in the dirt. Crazy. Remember, if you can't control your dogs, leave them on a leash. So as much as I love that little tractor blinking at you, but it's impossible to film while I'm on it. The camera's either too far away and you guys can't hear me, or it's so damn shaky you can't see what's going on. But what I just did is I took this tractor, cleaned out this area right here, and now I swept this down to below the duff. If you're building a fire pit, you got to make sure that you're down below the duff, because that's all leaves and muck and crap that will catch on fire and then burn underneath the ground for a long time. So that's all right down. Now I'm going to lay as many stones as I can as I find them around the property. And as I do that, look, a stone. It's right there. And as I do that, my fire pit will come into play. I've already got one big bucket. Dump bed gorilla cart for the win. This little thing will hold 660 pounds, and I bought it on sale at Ace. It was like 75 bucks. So, me and Orville here are going to finish up our fire pit, because I'm going to be using said fire pit to char the ends of the logs that I'm going to be burying in order to build our woodshed. So this needs to be completed before I can do it. Just like everything, got to build a good foundation before you can build the rest. All right, now hopefully I can get this done in about 15 seconds. 15 seconds, tops. Now, fire pit's gonna grow just like the homestead. It'll get bigger, it'll get used, just like my belly. And it's gonna serve its purpose. And when it doesn't serve its purpose anymore, I'll take it down and build something else. But with this tree here, that fire pit there, and that be my view when I wake up every morning, it's not a bad day. Hey, remember, you want to do something? Go out and do it. Don't be afraid to make your own adventure. It's like those books back in the 90s. Roll your own adventure. If it doesn't work, roll again. Don't let life get you down. And you know what? I appreciate you watching this video. You could be doing a lot of other things with your time right now, but you decided to watch this, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Have a great day.